Hey everyone, as Arnold would say,
I'm back.
it's been a while since I've been on here, and even just turning on this camera with this backdrop is giving me a bunch of memories. Actually, it's even been a while since I've kind of posted anything or been on social media. But today what I wanted to do was I wanted to talk about my injury. And I've talked about my injury in the past. I've made videos on it. I've wrote articles about it, but it's been a really long journey, so I just want to kind of reflect on everything I've been going through, and hopefully you can get something out of this video. So I guess I'll start by just taking you guys back.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
A couple years ago I was training for Worlds, which was in Belarus, and I was just doing my routine training, and I started getting some nagging pain in my hip/glute region on the right. Literally a pain in the ass. Took some time off and ended up hurting my shoulder, but that's kind of unrelated. And yeah, I guess you could say I was injured. The thing is, the definition of an injury is that there's some harm or damage done. Most people think that this damage is something physical, whether you tore something or you strained something or whatever it may be, and that this damage is causing some type of pain response. You know, you're feeling pain, you're feeling discomfort. But the thing with pain is it's multifactorial. There's so much that goes into pain. What multifactorial means is that there are multiple things that can influence how you perceive pain, because pain is an experience. It's not something objective, it's not something you can measure, and X physical damage of, say, like my glute tissue doesn't equate to X pain that I'm experiencing. But the best way I can describe it is I'm essentially experiencing some pain and discomfort when I do things like squatting or deadlifting. But the thing that kills me about it is that it prevents me from doing the things that I want to do. It prevents me from powerlifting. It prevents me from my goal, from squatting and deadlifting. That's what hurts people. That's what breaks people. Living with pain is like pain is a normal thing, and we shouldn't necessarily be afraid of it. But when we're unable to do the things that we want to do, that's when it impacts your quality of life. As I learn more and more, I find people are shifting to a focus more on movement and functionality rather than what does your pain feel like. So instead, what is it that you want to do and why can't you do it? And just try to get you to go back to doing that thing. So after I've been experiencing that stuff, I took some time off, didn't really get better. I saw a bunch of people and I was just like clinging on to the next thing. Like someone said it was this, or it was that, or it was that. I felt like I was taking one step forward, one step back, and I wasn't really progressing in any way, shape, or form. Like, I spent time away from powerlifting. I changed up my whole technique, tried to work on proper bar path, short foot mechanics, like using a biomechanical lens and doing everything I can there, and even like going into things like pain science. Maybe it's all in my head, maybe I'm just crazy, right? And one other thing is, just because I'm experiencing some pain and discomfort doesn't necessarily mean that I am super weak or I have lost all my strength, and it doesn't mean that for you either. Obviously, things are multifaceted and it's context specific. Like, if I were to compete right now, I could probably throw up some decent numbers, but the thing is, it's gonna cause me pain and discomfort, and there may be repercussions. Because I'm going into a profession where I need my body, and I mean, who doesn't need their body for the rest of their life? Like, you want to be able to live your life. Like, you don't want to not be able to walk your dog or hold your kids or whatever it is that you want to do. I just found that kind of funny, because when I competed, you know, some people thought I was like faking it, or some people thought I was just playing them. You know, maybe I'm just a bitch and I can't deal with pain, but I don't know. The fact of the matter is, pain, injury, strength, they're all correlated, but one doesn't necessarily have a direct effect on the other. So where am I now? I just got some more imaging done. I've actually never had this issue imaged. It's more just to like rule out anything crazy.
I broke my back.
But to be honest, again, imaging doesn't necessarily mean
Spinal.
that I have X issue causing me X problem either. The fact of the matter is, and I've talked about this before, is powerlifting has always been my cornerstone. And when I've tried to ignore it, I just don't have a good time. I went to this physio talk thing a few weeks ago, And one of the speakers said, think of 3 moments in your life that, you felt happy. And what was it about those 3 things that made you happy? Was it had to do with a certain job, like a place, or a certain activity? And all of mine kind of revolved around powerlifting. And she was saying to try to add a little bit of that thing in your life that gives you joy every day. So where do I go from here? I try to keep my head up. And I just keep moving forward. The thing is, it could be all these different things, but the reality is I want to get back into lifting. I want to compete. I want to get to that level. And I want to do it in a way that where I don't have to experience the pain and discomfort that I'm feeling. I've had a ton of people help me along the journey. I have some more stuff to work on, but it hasn't been easy. It really hasn't. I find some days, whether it was from moving for school, I was just depressed. I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, is if you're going through anything, some pain, some injury, try to focus on what the thing is that you want to do and just work towards that every day. We don't understand everything, but what we do know is that your whole life matters. You as a person matters. It's not just do this exercise and then you'll fix this issue. You gotta look at, your physical life, your social life, your own personal mental well-being, and just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Because when you shift away from something subjective such as pain and you focus more on something that is meaningful to you and objective, and you take those small victories, that's a win. Find out what it is that you want to do and try to find a way to get there. So whether that's with lifting, you want to get back to squatting, but you can't, don't do nothing. Like try to modify the squat. Whether you're reducing the load, you're reducing the rep ranges, you're changing the type of exercise, whatever it may be. There's a lot of guidelines there, but the key is just keep going. Just keep going, because that matters. Whether you believe it or not, you can affect the outcome of your life and your injury and whatever it is. If you guys have any issues or concerns at all, or if you're dealing with something, you just need someone to talk to, hit me up. I put myself back into the hell called school, and I did it because of this. But I'm back in Edmonton now. What's next is barbecue. So the Lift On Barbecue is going to happen again. So stay tuned for some updates and some news there. I don't really have anything to do while I'm here. I'm just a broke student with no job. So I don't know. Maybe I'll hang out with Arnold a little more. Who knows? Thanks for watching my stupid videos, guys. I've also been playing around with the idea of doing a custom order of Lift On stuff. I know a few people have been meaning to get select items that I don't have anymore. So if you are interested in that, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Thank you all for your continued support. In the future, if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, if there's anything you want me to go over, I would be more than happy to share my experiences. Whether, maybe you want to go back to school or you have a certain question on whatever it is, I will try my best to go find the answer or find the best answer and just, try to help you out. I've also been writing articles for this website called Powerlifting Technique, so you can check those out as well. Okay, I rambled for long enough. I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. These things always feel so good when I'm sleeping and I'm like, oh, Clifton, you should talk about blah, 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 blah. And then you're sitting here and you're like, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. See y'all at the barbecue.